Hello Scorpio, today is Saturday, October 19th, 2024, and you will be very happy today. Honestly, the stars indicate that you are entering a phase where what you do will turn out great. It will be excellent, with the usual minor mishaps of life, but you will quickly overcome them. You will receive news from all sides that will warm your heart in a joyful and satisfying way, and undoubtedly, you will be emanating an amount of energy that you could definitely categorize today as an excellent and perfect day. Try to organize any event you are about to carry out. You might lose track of things, and that planning might lead you to skip something important. So, write down everything you can, read and reread what you have written, as you may omit some important detail. Therefore, try to do everything in order, and it will turn out perfectly for you. Don't argue with anyone whom you know is wrong or lacks a solid basis for what they say, because sometimes people wake up in a bad mood. A little different from the rest. Although you notice this because you are a super intuitive sign, the stars, especially the planet Neptune, advise you to let those who arrive arguing go without saying a word. This will help you a lot to learn to ignore those people who definitely lack control over their emotions and words, and it will also serve you not to get upset. Because I don't know if you've noticed that when you enter a loop with another person, not you, but generally, it happens to everyone when you try to cheer someone up, and that person doesn't want to be cheered up, and you say something nice, it seems to annoy them, and they don't see it. You end up with such an energy drain that you say, look, take a tea, put on your favorite song, and go your own way. Know the difference, because it will go better for you, and you will feel divinely well. Help as much as you can. But when you see that person is negative, and everything you say has a but attached, then just say goodbye. Now, let's get to the specific details of love, health, work, and your compatibilities for today. In health, take care of your body from any external agents, like a cold or heat, depending on which hemisphere of the planet you are in. This can lead to uncertainty with some kind of cold or flu, and we know how the situation with viruses is. One must be very careful. Obviously, this could greatly limit your ability to act. I'm not saying you are going to get sick, I just mean you have to take care of yourself and use common sense. So, don't go to places with drastic temperature changes, and if you can, rest and take some extra natural vitamin supplement that a pharmacy can advise you on to complement your diet. That would be great. Now, in the work sphere, there will be movements at your job that will undoubtedly generate an environment of intrigue, suspense, and really negative energy all around, not you, but the environment itself. But don't worry, that shouldn't interrupt your activities and state of mind. If you see movements of distancing from other people, don't be disturbed. If it's not about you, there's no need to overwhelm yourself when your name isn't the one being mentioned. Nothing and no one should disturb your work and emotional stability, so always keep that in mind. If you are looking for a job, the search should be enjoyable. It shouldn't be a problem or conflict. It's about taking it little by little. Regarding finances, when you have so many activities and commitments, sometimes you feel a bit bitter because you feel that you don't have enough time in the day to fulfill your responsibilities, generating a lot of bad moods or activities because you're running around from one place to another trying to meet all obligations. Today, on a financial level, it will be a day of lessons. Therefore, you will learn many things, like how to handle order calmly, managing your finances sensibly, and not spending just to spend. So, don't rush or slow down your solutions. Keeping everything balanced and calm will be the secret formula for happiness, and you will realize that. In terms of love, apparently, you have an issue you can't quite define. In some cases, it might be the psychological presence of an ex-partner that you haven't completely moved on from or that you have finally let go of, depending on what each person has experienced. It might start with the fact that you don't let them leave your mind, and other people might want to start relationships with people for whom you're not quite sure what you feel or if, in some way, you feel attracted to them. So, don't seek to have something with someone you don't see, at least in the medium term. Seek balance and tranquility, but in the right way, otherwise, you would only be hurting the person who wants to be in your life. If you already have a stable partner, this doesn't apply because you will be very good with your partner today. You want to do something big with that person, and you're not quite clear whether it has to do with children or doing something with your love that raises your emotional level beyond what you are used to right now. However, you will have to feel out the situation a little to see if your partner is receptive or if it's better to leave it for another day. But for your part, everything will be in your favor. You need clarity and to move forward with whatever it is, even if it's a fun, different plan at home. If you are single, there are improvised situations that can generate interaction with a couple of people who will definitely catch your attention and attract you greatly. Clarify if you are in the process of dating without commitments, or if you are starting to get to know someone you like more than usual, or if you are chatting, even if it's just over the phone or messaging, with someone who really attracts you. Depending on where you stand in any of the options, always take responsibility and commit to facing all the consequences, because people get into relationships nowadays as if they are going to the supermarket for bread. So, you have to think smartly, and today, you will. This is what's important, and also, Venus is providing you with this stability. The energetic situation today is very elevated, everything gets fulfilled and achieved when you want it to be so. Therefore, what you need to do as a responsible adult is evaluate your opinions before throwing them in the trash, because if you say something is impossible, you can handle everything that comes your way. The universe doesn't send you tests that you can't overcome, and today you will realize that. The positive situation you need to enhance today is happiness wherever you look. Everything you want to do will find its way to make you happy. You are definitely someone who, when you know what you want, nothing will take it out of your mind. So, get moving, because today you will be super motivated. Be careful not to overlook certain emergency calls that your intuition and gut feelings dictate. Remember that when you feel something isn't quite right, you should pause and see what that feeling is trying to tell you. And you want to have gut feelings as well, so be careful when you say, "This is what I want," no matter how complicated it is or if it might affect someone else in the process. So, stop thinking too much in a centrist way, because you know when you can do things right and when you can do them differently and better. Don't get stubborn out of nowhere, because you can handle everything. For students, you have a fairly established order in your activities and assignments. You can truly pass this semester or trimester, depending on your country's educational structure, because you will do it easily and fulfill all requirements. Your grades will reflect the knowledge in your brain, and even though a few days may be left until that exam arrives, in the end, you will do very well. You are already used to your work methodology, so fantastic. In terms of compatibilities, today you have a wonderful day with these three signs. First, with people of the sign Taurus, you have a very special day filled with closeness and a sense of fulfillment, with a favorable attitude that everything is falling into place. Secondly, with people of the sign Cancer, you have a sensible, coherent, and happy day with no problems. Thirdly, with people of the sign Pisces, you have a very open, sensitive day in a good way, meaning what you don't see, this person will see, and vice versa. You can complement each other very well. Negatively, you might have some kind of argument or distancing with someone of the sign Gemini, but you know that this is only for today and only if you argue.